Question number 9, the Honourable Dr Nick Smith.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Energy and Resources. What is the government's response to the Parliamentary Commissioner for the Environment's recently released interim report on fracking?
The Honourable Phil Heatley.
Thank you. Mr Speaker, yesterday the Environment Minister and I welcomed the Commissioner's interim report on her investigation into fracking. The report finds that the environmental risks associated with fracking can be effectively managed, providing that best operational practices are implemented and enforced through regulation. We also welcome the objective, not subjective view that the evidence she has considered to date has revealed no basis to call for a nationwide moratorium on fracking.
Honourable Dr Nick Smith.
What reports has the Minister seen on responses to the report by the Parliamentary Commissioner for the Environment on fracking?
The Honourable Phil Heatley.
Mr Speaker, I've heard one report on Radio New Zealand where a member of this House questions whether the Commissioner succumbed to pressure from the oil industry, saying, quote, "We don't know what kind of pressure she was under by the oil industry or government MPs." Mr Speaker, it's disturbing that the Commissioner's independence and integrity has been called into question by Gareth Hughes. I've consistently said that I've been looking forward to the outcome of the inquiry and that it will set out fact from fiction.
The Honourable Dr Nick Smith.
What has the Minister to say to people who run a nationwide campaign against fracking, say it must be banned, who demand an independent inquiry and welcome it when it's announced, but then who bag its evidence-based conclusions when it doesn't meet their doctrinaire views?
Order. I'd have thought the experienced former minister would know that questions should involve some element of ministerial responsibility. Now, certainly in this day and age, opinions can be sought, but it just seemed to me that that question because the question asked, what would the minister say to people for whom the minister has no responsibility whatsoever? And I'm prepared to allow the member to reframe his question to bring it somewhat more within the standing orders. The Honourable Dr Nick Smith.
To the Minister, does the Minister think an intelligent debate about using New Zealand's energy resources, for which he has responsibility, is helped by people who demand bans, who demand an inquiry, but when they get an inquiry, then bag its conclusions?
The Honourable Phil Heatley.
Well, Mr Speaker, I say it's best to deal in the facts. New Zealand's policy must be based on evidence, and if we allow fear to stop every new opportunity, our country will go backwards both economically and environmentally. We certainly won't get new jobs or a growing economy if we oppose marine farming, exploration, Sky City, irrigation and even the hobbits.
Question number 10, the Honourable Marion Street.
Thank you.